Metal Man Productions, and yeah, I know it's been a minute since we've done a video, but I'm on a new camera now. It's actually not a new camera, it's actually about a 15-year-old camera. So it's Canon Vixia HF10. So let's see how this thing does in the shot. The camera I was using was a Sony CX405 or 410, I can't remember, don't matter. But yeah, the LCD crapped out, and yeah, I tried to make a couple videos with it, and it just proved to be too hard because I couldn't see what I was doing without the LCD working. So, well, in today's project, I'm actually going to make a belt buckle. I have a request for a belt buckle. I've already made the I guess call him a customer, one buckle. He was happy with it, and he put it on his wife's belt. Now he wants one for himself. It's going to be a big 3.5-inch buckle with 2 prongs in it. So I'm going to start off with this piece of 3/8 round stock and get it in the forge and get to banging it out. So hold on. So he said he wanted some twist in it, so I'm going to square up the top. I guess what would be considered the sides of the buckle. We'll put the twist in the sides, and the front and the back of the buckle will just be flat in the front, round in the back. So now the inside of the buckle needs to accommodate a 3.5-inch belt, so I gotta make sure I get this bend correct. The first bend, the short one, was at 1 3/4, so I gotta do 2 1 3/4, and then 1 3.5. and then hopefully have a successful forge weld. So. So my buckles in the front is right around 3 1/4, but I still have to flatten that down, so it's going to cause it to expand outward. So I gotta compensate for that. So I'm going to do that next. All right, actually I lied. I'm going to do the twist next. Use a rounding hammer so I can move it a little bit more. Maybe one more run.
twist it all up to get it to where I need it to be. But it should all straighten back up, no problem. Kind of straighten that mess out. Oh no! See what I did? Gotta fix that. Alright, time for the forge weld. Alright, let's see if I can set it. Alright, so when I last had the camera on, I was fixing on setting the forge weld, and that's when everything went berserk. The wheels came off, so to speak. So what had happened was I started setting the weld, and everything looked like it was going fine, and I went to straighten everything back out, and the weld just came, it just popped off. It did not stick. So I took it over to the belt sander and put it on the wire wheel, and when I started brushing off the scale, I saw copper. So let me explain something that I did in the very beginning of this whole process. I had a piece of 3/8, yeah, it was 3/8. No, it was either 3/8 or 5/16, I don't know. Anyways, I think it was 5/16. I had a piece of 5/16 round stock that I started with. That's what was on the anvil. And what I had done, it was a piece of galvanized steel that I had found, and I put it in the forge. I turned the forge on, walked out of the garage, let it burn to a bright orange. After it burned off, the galvanization, I came back in, shut the forge down, pulled it out. I took a wire brush, brushed off all the yellow powder, and I held my breath. I didn't breathe it. And then from there, after I got the powder brushed off, I set and put it in it, and I put it in my ferric chloride for I don't know, about an hour. Came back and it was a dull gray, and I thought I was good to go. Well, I was not good to go, so I guess I had to galvanize off, but it didn't cut through all the way through, and there's still a layer of copper on the piece of steel. So to save face off camera, I just went ahead and MIG welded this connection, and then I belt sanded it and filed it, and now I'm ready for the two prongs that the buckle's going to have. But for full disclosure, the forge weld did not set because there was still copper left on the steel from the galvanized coating that was originally on here, and it prevented me from getting the forge weld to hold. So I did want to reveal that. I did not want that to go undisclosed because, yeah, I really should have started off with a piece of mild steel versus trying to salvage some sort of piece of galvanized. You never want to heat galvanize, weld on galvanize. It's very dangerous. But like I said, you know, I thought I could burn it off, just stick it in the forge and leave the garage and come back later after it had all burned off, and that's what I did. Didn't expose myself to anything, didn't smell anything, and no point did I, you know, feel like I was exposed to any vapor of any kind. So I wasn't in the garage. I stuck it in there and I left, and I thought I was good. And then I stuck it in the acid to continue that process of removing that galvanization, and I think I got all the galvanization off, but did not get through all the copper coating that I guess they dip it in copper before they, you know, dip it in the galvanized stuff. So I don't even know what that is. Zinc. I guess it's like a zinc coating. So, but it looks like on this piece they dipped it in copper and then they dipped it in zinc. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. I mean, next we're going to do the two prongs and wrap this up. But yeah, I mean, yeah, after I took it over to the brush and saw what was going on, and I saw the copper, actually you can see a little bit of it right there. There's still a little bit of the copper right there. I don't know if you can see it, but by the time I'm done, that'll all be gone. But this was preventing me from setting that weld. So to save the piece, I stopped and just took it over to the MIG welder and MIG welded it up. So but we are in good shape and we are ready for the two prongs. We are clocking in here at just over 3.5 inches on the inside diameter. So this is going to accept a nice wide 3-inch piece of leather, and that's what he's asking for. Got the two twists on the top and the bottom. Was able to pull that off. Happy about that. So I feel like I'm delivering everything he asked for. Some twists, some, you know, a giant buckle and two prongs. So go ahead and shut you down and bring you back. We'll be putting the two prongs on. So stay tuned. All right, next we're going to make the two prongs. So let me get started on that.
so I got the 2 prongs fit, and I kind of got a little sidetracked and just kept going. Forgot to turn the camera back on. But after I fit the prongs, I did just put a taper at the tip of both of the prongs, and I took that over to the belt sander, put a nice radius on it. So all in all, the buckle build went pretty good. This is my 3rd ever buckle. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've made other buckles, but this is my 3rd ever belt buckle, and yeah, it's ready to go. Other than the mishap on the forge weld, I think everything went pretty well. You just got to take your time and measure as you go, and remember to allow for expansion. So when I first set all these bends, everything I tried to keep it around 1/4 of an inch short. Then when I got to the final dimension, of course it made it to just beyond 3.5 inches wide. So it will accept a 3.5 inch piece of leather without any kind of drag or interference. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit here with a file. I just noticed that, a little bit of rag in there. So I will clean that up with a file, but I'm going to go ahead and call this done. And I just now noticed that when I flipped it over at this angle. So yeah, it's very important to check your work at every angle. Make sure you're not missing nothing, because you know, it's not 2-dimensional, it's 3-dimensional. You kind of got to look it over everywhere. You know, something like that might, you know, cause some sort of snag issue, and you don't want to have that. So I'll clean that up with a rat tail file, and the only thing left to do is heat it up and put the oiled finish on it. But yeah, we're gonna knock this off right here, and yep, forging a belt buckle.